And hello, guys. I am back, and I hope you're doing good. Okay, so we're going to continue with part two, or I know this is a higher part, but like for today at least. And we're going to look at that, but I did want to make mention of this Evolution trailer before we go. If you haven't seen this, please take a look at it. It was very well received. And let me lower this. But yeah, I put this together. It took about 4 or 5 days. It was kind of an elaborate trailer to put together, but this shows kind of like the evolution of the game. And while it has a runtime of 9 minutes, I think it does a good job of at least scratching the surface and lightly explaining everything that Dungeon Crusade has to offer for you. So I wanted to actually put in stuff about the warfare values, but if you get a chance, if you haven't seen this yet, at your convenience, take a look. Like one thing that some people didn't know, and this is a very fun aspect of it, I'm pausing it here, but find keys to open doors. I wrote 60 unique quests for this game, and they're very different kinds of quests. You kill monsters in this game, but I wanted something more. Something more thematic and more deeper, but not too deep. I go between a fine line of making something very small but not making it too wordy. So the 60 quests that I wrote are like the perfect length, but a lot of them have to deal with the key system. And there, I was talking to a few backers, and no one knew this even existed in the game. But your heroes are going to have to find keys to open certain chamber doors in the dungeon. So, for instance, when you look at the quest card and it tells you how to set up everything, doors with red bases, you're going to need the onyx key. Doors with yellow bases, you're going to need the golden key. Doors with green bases will need the jade key. And finally, doors with blue bases will need the ivory key. And I got very creative with how to find these keys and where your heroes are going to have to search. It's a very, very cool part, and I think thematic aspect of Dungeon Crusade. So I think you're really going to enjoy that. But again, just when you can, take a look at this. I'm very happy how this came out, and so I did want to jump on that real quick. Okay, now we're going to go look at stuff. So these new photos that I received are from the manufacturer. Of course, Ray, thank you. You're awesome to take the time to do this for us. What we're looking at here, and this one's kind of fuzzy. These are some token sheets, of course. So if we look here, these are, I'm sorry for the fuzziness, but these are like some trap tokens. Of course, these are double-sided. There's some crates, that there's a crate system in the game. And actually, let me jump back over here. Where is it at? Crates. And in case you don't know this about it, but where is it at? I don't think I can find it. I can't. There's so much in this game. But anyway, there it. Wait. I think we found it. Okay, yeah, there you go. So there's a crate system in the game that crates during setup will be randomly placed in some chambers. So you could smash open crates and maybe you'll find some good stuff, maybe you'll find some bad stuff. So that's kind of what that is there. Treasure chest tokens, these go on the board. If your hero lands in one, they can choose to draw a treasure chest card. Here's the initiative tokens for you. There's the green elder globes. Here's some warfare tokens here. Torches. This is the reverse side of, I think, potions here. There's a few quest tokens there. So again, I hope you like seeing some of this stuff. Again, from the manufacturer. See these purple swirly things? These are the reverse side of monster tokens. So you'll never know, where monsters are, what level monsters are. So that's what that is. And then some raid tokens right here, if you can see. And this you place these on a monster card when a minion monster converts from a vagrant minion into a raiding minion. And of course, a raiding minion is going to head out of the dungeon as fast as it can to raid the village, thus raising the terror track. Hopefully, just talking about this, I've always said Dungeon Crusade, yes, it's a huge game, but it has very easy mechanics to it, very easy. But it's just big. And then down here, you can't really see the rest because it's kind of cut off. These are tracking tokens when a guardian is tracking a hero. So that's what that is. There's a little bit of that. And now we're going to shoot over to, these are new photos, of course, from the manufacturer. And it shows, again, sorry for the blurriness of it. These are House of Chance games, and they have a few copies. Well, yeah, this is right for the 2 copies for they're sending us. But this is The Adventures of Bravely the Knight. There's a little spinner that goes, see, like right here on the skeletons or the skull's nose, there's a red spinner that goes there. And this is very, this is all retro inspired. So when I created this game, I wanted it to be like one of those old time spinner games. So you're going to have a red plastic spinner. You're going to clip it on there, spin it, and that's how Bravely moves around this board. Here is Tower Attack. And so this House of Chance game comes standard in all editions of Dungeon Crusade. So you're going to get Tower Attack in all the editions. However, like The Adventures of Bravely the Knight, Heroes vs. Monsters, and Skulljack comes in the Master of the Realm edition of the game. And if we look it's hard to see, but I picked this out when I was putting this together. See, like this right here? That is actually part of the dungeon board for Castle Blackwood. And this particular little piece right here, that's the siege area, the siege quadrant of the dungeon board. So I happened to catch that when I was looking at all this. So there is that. So very cool. I got that done. And there's like there's a better shot of the 2 copies of Dungeon Crusade. Guys, I gotta tell you, how exciting is that? It's like, it's almost surreal to look at. Like, finally, this game is done. And look at 2 copies of Dungeon Crusade right there. I'm just so excited to receive this and get to all the stuff we have planned. The unboxing, of course, and the Spotlight series, and, of course, the new playthrough, and the video rulebook. So, again, this is another couple shots of Tower Attack, the Tower Attack board, and there's The Adventures of Bravely the Knight, and, of course, 2 boxes of Dungeon Crusade. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop this for right now, and we're going to come back for yet another one. Got a lot to show you guys. But I'm glad I'm stopping it here because I have a lot to say about the next few photos coming up, and I'm very proud of these. And a certain aspect of the game. So I'll talk to you in just a few.